Computer World show provides the reassurance. The show's here at Olympia. It runs until Sunday evening. It's a very good show too. Our team's out in the hall somewhere to bring you all the top news stories and the highlights. If you've been recording our VisiCode transmissions, the next one is in about 5 minutes' time, and please note that the position of the dot on the screen has changed. Now, back in February, we reported on the Atari ST, the so-called Mac basher, which, to use Atari's slogan, was sure to deliver power without the price. And at that time, we expressed reservations that software houses would actually support the machine and that it would appear on time and at the right price. Well, here at the show, you can see the work of more than 50 software houses, all of whom have produced material for the Atari ST. And on an adjacent stand, you can see the ST Micro, complete with its mouse, its monochrome monitor, its half-megabyte 3.5-inch disk drive, and a package consisting of the computer language logo, Gem Desktop, that's the thing that gives it that Apple Macintosh look, Gem Paint and Gem Write, and that'll set you back just a penny under 750 quid. So, presumably Atari boss Jack Tramiel has the laugh on us, does he? He must be well pleased.
Yes, I am. Very happy.
Now, my £750 package buys me a system with a monochrome monitor. But one of Atari's strengths is its colour, though perhaps you wouldn't think so from seeing this flickering screen here through our TV system. And that must be surely one of the things that will turn it into a genuine Mac basher. So how much more will a colour system cost me?
$200 more, which means around £950. Right.
It is also not possible for me to program yet in BASIC on an ST, is it?
Not at this second, but BASIC is going to be available on before September 15th.
So in a couple of weeks' time?
Correct.
Right.
And everybody which has bought an ST by now will receive one for free.
Everyone who's already got an ST will get a BASIC package for free?
Correct.
That's quite a good offer.
Right.
All right. There are some extremely interesting rumours about of you working with people like Philips on using compact disc players as a storage medium for computers. Can you tell us anything about that?
No, we believe that compact discs are going to be a very important piece of hardware in the future. We are not only working with Philips, but we are investigating a number of different companies, Japan Incorporated included. And at the present time, the prices are not very stable as yet for the hardware. So we're still negotiating with a number of different people. And we did not decide which hard disk we're going to use. But we will have one available for the public before this year is over.
No, I don't want to push you too strongly on this, but compact disc is a marvellous audio system. Will it still be possible to use the compact disc player that works with your computer to play discs on?
Not from the beginning.
But in time?
In time. I would say by next summer you'll be able to do that.
And of course a compact disc is like a Laservision or a video disc, or so you can't record on it.
Correct.
Now, are you going to work towards a system where you might be able to put information onto the disc at home?
We believe that this type of technology will be available in about 24 to 36 months.
And you'll actually be able to record onto a compact disc?
You will be able to read and write.
That's very impressive indeed. I look forward to seeing that.
Right.
Now, of course, the ST is here. It's on the stand. You can see it.
Yes.
One machine that the public can't see on a stand, at least, at this show, is the new Amiga from Commodore. Now, isn't that going to be a really tough competitor to this machine? After all, it's a very powerful machine, they tell us.
No, I believe it's a very nice machine. It has some stronger graphics than we have at the present time. I would say about 10% stronger and better. But the machine is more than twice the amount of money. In the United States, our product sells for $795. There's the same configuration, sells for $1795. So as far as we are still selling products for the masses, it seems other companies only produce products for the classes.
That's a real Tramiel quote, isn't it? You don't feel, Jack, do you, that in general terms, that there are just too many computers about now? You haven't hit the market at the wrong time.
No, I don't feel it at all. I believe that there's too few computers around. We are the only ones, right, offering a high-technology 16-bit computer today at the price. The other one which you've mentioned is Amiga, which is twice the price. There is nothing else around in this category. We are dealing with the most sophisticated, intellectual group of people which like to buy the best. They know what they want. The problem with the industry is that they are always offering them products which they have in their warehouse, not the technology which is available, which they would like to buy. We have introduced the ST in the United States on July 8th. We are selling everything we make. It was the best launch I had in the history in the computer business. So when you give them something which they want, you can sell it. The computer business is not dead, it's alive in kicking.
Jack Tramiel, of course, was the boss of Commodore computers. Since his sudden and rather startling departure, Commodore, like many another big name, has been beset by major financial problems. But now they're fighting back. Jane.
This is what Commodore are using to launch the attack, the new Commodore 128. And a feature of main interest to existing Commodore users will be the compatibility with the C64. And by this we mean true compatibility, not just promises that have been offered by manufacturers in the past. Let's give you some examples. Here we're actually running the Commodore 64 cassette drive to play a popular game. On this 128 we're using the 64 disk drive, and with the help of a modem we're online to CompuNet. And finally, this 128 is using its own disk drive and running some software specially written for the 128. With me is Nick Bessey, Managing Director of Commodore UK. Nick, welcome.
Hi.
First of all, before we get on to talking about the new systems, can you tell me what's happened to the Plus 4 and the C16?
Well, the Plus 4 and the C16 are alive and well. We're focusing, however, this year on the 128 and the 64.
Now, can you tell me, what can the 128 offer that the 64 couldn't?
Well, first of all, in addition to everything that was in the 64, the 128 has its own processor with 128K memory, which can be expanded up to 500K. On top of that, it also has CPM function, which is the business alternative to MS-DOS. So any business user can use the machine both as a home entertainment product, but also as a true business computer.
Now, the advantage of having CPM obviously means you can tap into a wide range of software already available.
Absolutely.
How much software is being written specifically for the new system?
Well, we are offering around about 50 titles at the moment, and we expect that number to grow very, very fast. In fact, what's running on the 128 right now is a microclock system, which is aimed at the small storekeeper or retailer, and this will retail at around about £70.
Now, are those 50 titles already available off the shelf, or are they being written?
Yes, they're ready now, yes.
Right. Now, you've also launched a new disk drive for the 128. Does that overcome the speed problems that were reported with the 64 disk drive?
Well, the 1541 disk drive for the 64 was very popular, and although by current standards it may seem slow, actually for normal applications it's perfectly satisfactory. However, the 1571 goes at 5,200 characters a second, which is around about 10 times as fast as the 1541. More importantly, all the processing power for the disk drive is inside the disk drive, so it uses none of the machine's memory. This is very important in terms of giving the user the maximum memory capacity inside the computer itself.
Okay. Now, what about price? The 128 is going out at £269. Any movements on the price of the 64?
The 64 is at £199, and right now one is able to get a micro holiday offer with that price. So it's a unique opportunity between now and the end of September to get a great value offer on the 64.
Right.
Obviously the 64 will be going on at that price point, but with different packages.
Now, one system that a lot of people will be expecting to see on the Commodore stand is, of course, the Amiga. It isn't on your stand. When can we expect to see it from Commodore in the UK?
Well, we would like to announce it as soon as possible, obviously, but we're not going to announce it until two things have happened. First of all, we have a very large range of software available in the UK, and secondly, we have adequate supply to mean that all of our dealers will be able to have the product off the shelf. We think that'll be probably January, February next year.
Okay, Nick, thank you very much.
Thank you.